Good morning. My name is Richard Dunbar, and I'm going to be doing a brief speech on the public side of me, the real side of me, and the ideal future self of me. So generally, the public side of me is that I'm an excellent father and husband who doesn't argue or yell with his family. Um, the real side of me is that I'm not that perfect. I'm a man who just takes care of his family and will sometimes mess up with a little argument here or there. And the ideal side of me is that I am going to be a successful member of my community who plans on being able to fully support my kids' dreams of being athletes or just good people in general. The public side of me is that I am an amazing father and husband. I am very attentive to my family when we're out and about and making sure everything is good, our surroundings are excellent, and that we are in a safe place. I am a deacon at my church based off of how people viewed and perceived me and how they see how I interact with my children and how they see I interact with other people as well. The biggest thing about that is I have a perception that people see me as an excellent father and role model for other people. Now, with that being said, that it's not too far off the cuff, but the real side of me is that I constantly mess up and misread certain situations with my kids. When I was growing up, the way it was done is you didn't argue with your parents, you didn't argue with your adults. You had to sit there and not eat crow, but you had to sit there and when they told you something, you did it. I am not a fan of that when it doesn't happen to me. When I tell my children to go do something or don't understand why I have to explain certain situations. So sometimes I will get out of line and mess up, and it's just what I've seen, it's what I've done. I am constantly evolving, constantly changing, but the real side of me is that I mess up. I misread certain situations all the time with my kids, and even with my wife, I misread them. And sometimes I just go a little too far, and not abuse or anything of that nature, but I might yell, raise my voice a little bit. So I definitely have instances to where I mess up. Um, the ideal side of me is that I plan on becoming an athletic director or something to help the next generation go to the next level in sports. I am a huge fan of sports. I believe sports will guide people to the next stage of their life. There's a discipline in it, there's a certain attitude that it brings to you when you go out and excel at sports. And my children are excellent athletes. I wholeheartedly believe that. And I believe that there is a gaping hole within our community to where if you only see one person on a team do well, that's the one person who's going to go out and do something with their life. I believe sports we can open doors that other things can't. So my goal is to help that next generation figure out, okay, you may not be the next LeBron James, you may not be the next Dwayne Wade, but it can get you to where you want to go. It can get you out of your current situation, and it can get you into those doors and have meetings with people that you never thought you would have. So I really believe that once I finish this degree, I'll be able to go through and just help the community in general. With that said, I know I am a book of many chapters, and really understanding the public me as a parent, the real me as a parent, and what I hopefully see myself in the future to where I'm not as messy with my own kids and give my kids the grace that they deserve. The one thing I'd like to leave you with is that there's only one perfect being in this world, and I ain't him. Thank you.